Let's see about the new nodes and markers for Windows. If I select a window, I see a couple of new things appearing over here. First of all, I see a left and right hand side marker. What is it used for? Now, when I'm working on openings, sometimes I have to work with features which are taking the left and right hand side of the windows and openings into consideration. For instance, if I want to add a mullion, the software needs to know which side I want to add the mullion to. In this window, the window looks the same in both directions, so that's why I have the left and right marker, even on the floor plan. Another new marker is used for defining the sill height straight from here. You don't have to go to the properties no more. You can just click on this node right there and retype the value. Let's say I want to resize the sill height to 750. Hitting enter, the window now updates even on the 3D. ARCHLine.XP 2019 comes with a range of new markers and nodes which are introduced into the 2D space to make the handling of objects much more efficient. Let's say I want to add a table over here next to the staircase. How do I do that? I go to Single Object, click on the Object Library, find the table I'm interested in, click, drag, and drop. Nothing new here, right? If I click on the table, it's now positioned. I can see it also in the 3D space. But if I click on the table, I see new rotational markers appearing. This one over here allows me to freely rotate the object around. So if I click on it, I can rotate it wherever I want. But by holding the Shift key, I can even lock it to a 90-degree angle, as such. Clicking on the edge, I can snap it to the staircase, like that. But I see another node over there, the one with the value 0. This one is used for base elevation, and that's what I'm going to show next. Assume that I want to add some kind of decoration onto this table. Maybe a vase would be in order. So I'm just going to look for one in our integrated object library. And I click, drag, and drop. Obviously, this is going to be now snapped to the floor because that's what the presets are for. But if I click on the vase, I can rewrite this 0 value into 680, which is coincidentally the height of the table. And by hitting enter, the vase is going to be snapped on the face of the table. That's how you can position the objects in the vertical space. And this also works for cabinetry elements. So if I click on any kind of cabinetry elements, you see the same values appearing and you can rewrite them at your service. Let's see about the markers and nodes added for suspended ceilings. Now we already know that we are able to add profiles along which light sources would be pushed into a suspended ceiling like that. What changed in the 2019 version is that now we are able to access these profiles directly from the floor plan like that. So if we select the ceiling, you're able to manually move and offset the lamps like that. It's much more convenient and reacts faster to your client's requests. Let's see the new markers and nodes added to the sweep tool. The sweep tool is used to create decorative elements along a predefined path. Let's take a look at it, how it works. First, I have to select a face onto which I have to add the profile. And then I'm going to sketch a path along which a profile is extruded. I hit enter and I see what I ended up with. A default square extruded along this reddish path. First, I want to change the profile because I'm not satisfied with its size. I have to go to the second tab and decrease it to 50 by 50. So that's one thing I have to do. The other thing is I have to reposition its reference point like that, so that I end up with something like this. But I am not satisfied with this actually. I want to curve it somehow. There are several ways to do it, but now starting from ARCHLine.XP 2019, I don't have to go back to the properties to do that. I can do that straight from the 3D as such. I can just select the sweep so that I can make the cross-sectional profile visible. I have access to the nodes. I can even move the nodes or just fillet them, and that way I end up with a very nice rounded profile. This is very convenient because I don't have to go back to the properties. It's great to create decorative elements and profiles from it. Let's see about the markers and nodes I can use to work with text. So here's the scenario. There's a kitchen area over there and there's a living room over here. I want to separate the two somehow. I want to designate them. I can do that with text. So I'm going to write a living room text over here. I can use the text feature for that. Notice that it keeps the last thing I submitted, which in this case was a kitchen, but I'm going to rename this to living room. I hit OK, And I'm going to position the text now, but notice that even before I put down this label, I see what it's going to say. I click, and I see that the text is placed, but it's incredibly small. Now this is because I was in another scale a couple of minutes ago. How do I amend that? I can zoom in, find the text, click on it, and I see that there's a text font size modification marker. If I click on it, I can resize the text now from the 2D window. So if I say this is going to be 300 millimeters and I hit enter, the text is now resized to the proper scale. If I zoom out, I see it's not in the right position, but that's okay because if I click on it, I see the similar two-dimensional modification nodes as I see with any other object. I just click on move and move it to wherever I want.